You can essentially justify anything against somebody that goes into the oppressor category on behalf of somebody on the oppressed category.
They can make anybody an oppressor.
Yes.
They just simply decide. Like that hilarious article that said straight black men are the white people of black people or something like that. Do you remember that one?
No.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like kind of skeptical of Christianity growing up just because I was very logical. And I was like, if you don't show me the data and the prove it the God thing, then don't. You already told me the Easter Bunny was real. I don't believe your lies.
I got it.
Okay.
I found it. Straight black men are the white people of black people. I kid you not. That was actually the title of this article. They need to justify So Pete Buttigieg is an oppressor. Why? He says he's heteronormative. So they said he wasn't actually part of the marginalized community when, that's right.
Buttigieg, I think he's gay.
He is. Doesn't matter. He's cis.
Isn't that not cis? Cis means you're straight, doesn't it?
No.
Well,
cis
on
means-
the intersectional pyramid of grievance, he doesn't have enough points.
Not grieved enough.
He's a white male.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And
But
he's
you're
in
a white man.
Position of
Remember that
power.
one?
Well, I was talking to a room full of like mothers and stuff like that, and they were asking like, I can't believe what's going on in our schools, and I can't believe that we have all of these kids that are now identifying and suffering from gender dysphoria and whatnot. And I said, I'm actually surprised the numbers are as low as they are. And they're looking at me like, what do you mean by that? I said, well, imagine something. I want you to imagine you walk into a classroom and you are told by virtue of your skin color or by virtue of your gender or by virtue of your sexual attraction, you're an oppressor. Now you can't change your skin color. Like there's no change in that. You can't deal with that. So how do you move from the oppressor category to the oppressed category? I'm bi, I'm trans, I'm non-binary, I'm pansexual.
You adopt as many oppressed characteristics as possible.
Now all of a sudden, well, I said this the other day. I'm like, the left has no use for straight white, the left has no use for white men unless we put on a dress, and then we're the most important people on the planet. Mm-hmm. They will bend over backwards to appease us once we do that.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I thought about with affirmative action, especially when it came to college applications, right? It was a joke among my friends when they were applying to college, like, well, maybe I should just start ticking every box that I can come up with because it betters my odds, which means that, you know, especially with teenagers, you wonder how often this is a very genuine feeling or how much of it is just a fad to fit in with people around them. When if you were to just be like, oh yeah, I'm straight and white, you are suddenly not just like not cool, but you are actively a force for harm, but just by virtue of being you.
It's busted morality. But I would love to talk about Christian morality for a minute if you guys are into it, because I have some questions about particularly loving your enemy. I think that's a big part of Christian. And I talk a lot about pardoning people and political power, just mass pardons, forgiving those that have wronged you. And a lot of the feedback is, Ian, you idiot. If you pardon these people, they're going to continue to destroy you. So like, is that love your enemy thing like on purpose to make us slaves to those that do us wrong? Or are we supposed to love our enemy?
No, you are supposed to love your enemy, but you understand loving your enemy doesn't mean you let them out of jail if they're a mass murderer. You can still have love for the person that is someone that is created in the image of God, and you desperately want them to come to a place of repentance and changing the way that they behave and the way that they treat other people. But it's also appropriate that if somebody decides to engage in that sort of activity, that they be locked up and separated from society. So there's no contradiction within Christian and morality when we say love your enemy, but at the same time that there's a moral obligation to protect society and the innocent.
But there's also a really easy way to put it. Do you love your child when you let him eat ice cream all day and stick the fork in the power outlet? That's not love.
Tough love.
That's not love at all. Love would be saying, I want you to be better. And the best way to go about that is rehabilitation. Mm-hmm. You are going to prison for the crimes you committed.
I love you, so I'm going to punish you.
Absolutely.
I understand it. That's how I grew up.